Hello everybody, this is Kevin Jenner Productions, back again for another video. And as you can see, I have a box in front of me. But what is in it? Well, if I take this off with a quick little bit of magic, we end up with this. New for 2026, PRSL 1001 Boxcar by Lionel, sold exclusively for the Holly Beach Train Depot in Wildwood, New Jersey. And for starters, this car is quite an interesting bit of rolling stock, I will add. It's again the first PRSL piece that we've gotten this year. Here's the issue. It's a fantasy scheme. Now, I normally don't have issues with fantasy schemes, but the issue really is that it's a Lionel car. And while the lettering looks very good, you can see very up close, you see the lettering is quite crisp. It's kind of boring in a way because there's no markings over here, over there. It's only printed on two sides. That, for a car of this price, should be painted. They could have easily put PRSL on the side with the little number, but they didn't. The door does open, I will say, so you have that. The door does open, both sides. So this is one of the newly tooled cars that Lionel did. And for those who know a bit of the history on some of Lionel's new HO rolling stock, it's mostly was retooled model powered Marks tooling. And this is actually one of their new tooled cars. And I think it was about time I had my 10 cents on it, because I think this car could be a lot better. I think this car, for what I paid for it, which was about $40, I of course ordered it from the store itself, the car is fairly sparse in details. It's just it does have a KD knockoff and metal wheels, but I'm going to probably have to replace those wheels if I'm going to use this for any longer duration than a test run, because this doesn't roll. I mean, look at that. This is unmodified, and it barely... I am not stopping it, funny enough. Watch. Those wheels are not perfectly tuned into the trucks, which means there's a lot of resistance. When you have a good rolling HO scale car, there should be no resistance in your rolling. So this car either lacks that. The KD coupler is probably okay, but I would say that this car, for what it is a unique piece of rolling stock. Now, for the future, I'd love to see more of these cars released because I do like the fantasy schemes. We do not get a lot of representation of the PRSL and HO scale, so anything by that caliber is welcome because, well, we get the short end of the stick because not a lot of people model the PRSL. But this car, I feel like could be better. In terms of its detail, I think the livery looks fine, even though it's a fantasy scheme. I want to reiterate, it looks good for a fantasy scheme. My issue is detail and running quality. This car is a very nice scheme. I will give them that. It looks very sharp, but my gripe is really the detail and the inadequate performance this car has. And I think we can learn from this. It's a good car either way. If you want to go over and order one from Holly Beach or go down to Wildwood and get you one, they're going to run you about $40. But if you've got spare Intermountain or Walthers wheels, you can swap those really quick, and the car should run fine. You might even want to put the truck tuner in there. I might do that myself. But in general, this car is fairly adequate for what it is. Am I going to say it's a good value? If you like the PRSL and you want something that's never really been offered before, outside of a few Delran shops runs and so forth, go your way. But this is a pretty unique car, I would say. Do I like it? Yes. Do I think it should have been more detailed? Yes. Is it going to stop me from running it? No. But I wanted to throw my 10 cents on the matter because Lionel cars should be honestly a bit more better. I mean, again, let's reiterate real quick. Look at the lack of detail at the bottom. In fact, it's made up more of the little font that they used to say that it was made by Lionel and that it was made in China. Imagine if instead we tooled cars up that were beautifully detailed and able to run really well. But I do enjoy this car. I think it will be a great addition to my collection, but I wanted to throw my 10 cents on the matter. So, thank you for watching my quick little review of this car, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.